Every child deserves the chance to thrive in a nurturing environment that unlocks their full potential. But for families with autistic children and students with individualized education programs, IEPs, finding the right school can feel like an impossible quest.
When parents and families drop their child off at school in the morning, they want to make sure that the environment is safe, that it's warm, that it's welcoming, and that their child will receive the best education possible. Many times, the school is not the right fit for a child. Many times, it's not the most appropriate setting for a child to receive the best education possible.
The good news is, there are schools out there that understand these challenges and are committed to creating a space where all students, regardless of their needs, can excel.
I always like to say that where kids are going isn't going to change, but how it looks to get there might look a lot different than every other kid, and that's okay. At NCS, we have an ICT model, so integrated co-teaching. Every one of our homeroom classrooms has a mix of students with IEPs and students without IEPs. We have 2 teachers in every single classroom. With that model, then we're able to shift curriculum, differentiate instruction to make sure that all of our kids are getting their needs met, while also making sure that we're still holding them to that high academic bar. We also have something called the Bridge program in our school. In this program, we have a more intensive support for kids who ICT is just not enough for them. They will get a mix of integrated instruction and be pulled out for more intensive foundational learning to make sure that all of their needs are being met throughout the day. Within our ASD program, a lot of our kids don't struggle as much academically, but they really struggle socially. So we put into place different supports to make sure that their needs are being met. We have visuals, we have schedules, we're previewing with them before transitions to make sure that all of our kids' needs are being met in terms of social as well as academically throughout the day.
My child was diagnosed as autistic, and it was a challenge to find a school that would best fit his needs. The difference that I have seen since enrolling my son has been tremendous. When he first enrolled here, he had a lot of meltdowns. He has learned to be able to look at his surroundings, figure out what's going on. He knows how to advocate for himself, so he can go and ask for a peace corner if he needs it. He can go ask for a break if he needs it. When he would go and try to play with other kids, he was never accepted into the groups because he would try to parallel play but didn't know how to interact with them. The social thinking curriculum has taught him how to approach these situations so that he can be included and be comfortable participating.
Learning environments like neighborhood charter schools are more than inclusive. They're champions for autistic students and students with IEPs. Through exploration, problem solving, and joyful school experiences, NCS teaches the whole child, creating lifelong learners. Every student is given the opportunity to become an independent learner and critical thinker. While here, they acquire the academic skills they need to succeed in high school, college, and beyond.
What I most enjoy about NCS is that for trips, we get to go to fun places like Coney Island, Funplex, and I also have this job as the motivational speaker where I can write my own scripts and I get to say them over the loudspeaker every Friday. I also love the teachers because of their fun and creative personalities. NCS has taught me many skills such as long division, standard algorithm, and they have also helped me prepare for state tests, and it usually happens 1 month in advance. It gives me enough time to prepare, and I'm one of the highest achievers in my class and have made the honor roll 3 times. NCS can create an inclusive environment because for tests, there can be accommodations such as a private room, extra time, breaks, and sometimes some students can get pulled out of class for services such as OT, PT, and social club, which is where some students can work on social skills that they may need help with.
At NCS, we've been able to see a lot of lasting benefits for our autistic students and students with IEPs. Our kids come to us oftentimes as kindergartners or 5-year-olds and leave us as 8th graders. We really want them to make sure that they're able to understand their needs and what supports will help them so that they can ask their teachers or their parents, or they can apply things themselves. So we'll give our kids checklists and different planners, ways for them to organize their thoughts so that they can ask for those things in the future. Our kids also learn a lot socially at our school, particularly the kids in our ASD program. We teach kids not necessarily social rules, but social competencies and how to apply them to the nuanced social situations. So we teach into perspective taking, we teach into being a flexible thinker, and all of these things really help our kids to be able to navigate the nuances of the world when they leave us after 8th grade. NCS students are also set up academically to be at the same rate or above their peers. Our kids are often outperforming other students in terms of their state test scores, and they've been exposed to rigorous curriculum that's forced them to be critical thinkers. And those skills are gonna help them to be able to succeed far beyond high school and for them to be able to do whatever they want in the world. We also believe in developing the character of the students that we have at our school. So part of our light values is that our kids learn to be respectful citizens, develop empathy for one another, and make sure that they're making a positive impact on the world.
Our committed staff at NCS shares a mission to ensure that each and every day our scholars receive a top-notch education with a rigorous academic curriculum balanced with social emotional learning in a warm and nurturing environment. Our students feel safe at NCS, our students feel loved at NCS, and our students are receiving the education that they need to be the future leaders of tomorrow. We are committed to making sure our families know that they are partners in their child's education. We value each and every one of our parents, and we look forward to continuing those strong bonds into the future. At NCS, we are proud of our accomplishments, and we understand the need that New York City families have for quality schools. In the future, we would love to expand our program, including adding a high school, but we can only do it with the support of people like you.
Public schools like neighborhood charter schools need your support now more than ever to turn today's learners into tomorrow's leaders. Visit ncschools.org to make a tax-deductible donation and help these scholars thrive.